This story of the loss of a child, of even the potential loss of a child, is something that this church knows about. Where do we gain our authority? When words are so powerful, religious declarations pronounce who is married and who has died. Because we say so, we now officially include the children that we've dedicated this morning into the caring of this community. Because we say so, we covenant together in the spirit of love and truth. The story of Abraham and Sarah and of Isaac is a teaching story, a story that lifts up the power of the word, that suggests that orders, that creeds passed down from those in authority provoke fear, not love. Abraham follows God blindly, and Isaac follows his father. It is a story that has no one laughing at the absurdity but Sarah. Later, Abraham returns home with Isaac. They look for Sarah and could not find her. And when they ask of her whereabouts, they are told that she had gone all the way to Hebron to look for them. Abraham and Isaac went to Hebron and found that Sarah was dead, and they wept and mourned the death of Sarah. Now some say Sarah died because of the binding of Isaac, that she died from grief of the thought or from the joy that he had not died. Some say that Sarah died to punish Abraham because he did not treat Ishmael, his firstborn son, well. Some say that Sarah died because Abraham had been bargaining with God for power and abundance his whole life. All would say that his blind obedience has had some unintended consequences. We need to be held accountable. We need a place where we can speak our minds and hearts openly and freely. In order to find our calling, we must align our conscience, our reason, the aches of our heart, and the needs of the world, and consider all people God's people. When a voice calls us to go against everything we believe to be true, everything our experience tells us is right and just and fair, when our heart stirs and we know we are being called to do something that is wrong, we must pause and pray and seek the counsel of those whose values we share. We must find out where that train is going before we buy a ticket. And if the train is going where we do not want to go, then don't go along for the ride. I believe in a God who wants us to bring our unique perspective and our attention to the world. A God who believes we are valuable and we must consider all people valuable if we are to move towards justice. A God who needs us to be her hands and her voice, to manifest love and peace in the world. And the lesson from this age-old story today is that the only thing blind obedience proves, the only thing not speaking out loud about what you believe to be wrong or unjust perpetuates, is fear. It is now long after the Tower of Babel fell, and here we are. We still have to work hard to understand one another. We have to work very hard to decipher our intentions, our struggles, our dreams, ourselves, our God. Who are you called to be? What are you called to do? Talk about it. Pray about it. Every time you feel the Spirit. Amen.